Hello there! I'm Lord Jabu. Welcome to the Chaos. I need to give him a longer intro. I need to give him a longer intro than that, I'm aware. Anyways, it's Monday, and we're going to be jumping into more Momodora with that challenge run of trying to get it perfect on every boss, which means a lot of refighting over and over again, returning to the save point. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's maybe two attempts at the boss, the first and the final, excluding if I end the stream after I have not finished the boss, but you know. So generally you won't see a lot of the attempts, so if you want to see me suffering, come to the stream. Let's jump on into the game before I continue rambling on about other things unrelated to the game while staring off to the side. Yep, everything's good, everything's live. Closing that. It's doing it again. Hold on a second. There's a bit of a weird glitch I'm having when it comes to launching Momodora. Where it does not show up as something I can access once I go into, 1 second. This is gonna mess with things for a second. But unless I do that, I can't undo its change to minimizing it, and I don't know why that glitch is happening. It just requires me to do that to fix it, but yeah. I think we have to re-talk to them, because... How can I help you? Oh no, we bought the stuff last time. We don't have enough to buy the other stuff. The shop will still be here if we return, because I'm gonna try and get like 100% everything. It's not too difficult to do that. I might need a guide for the bugs if I miss any. Does not open this side. Oh. Oh. You give me a moment to warm up. That's always happens. In the first place, it's not like the perfect you can take hits for the perfect or the channel. That just entirely matters only for bosses. So you know. I don't remember where all the hidden rooms are. I'm hoping I don't have to go back and re-find them with a guide or something later. It's been years since I played this game. Right, it's that button. Been playing too many games where the dodge is bound to the trigger. And you see those clouds, that's the effect from basically the pearl we got last time after having perfected the first boss, whose name I'm drawing a blank on. You found a vitality fragment. Your HP has been increased, which is useful for exploring the map, but if you're trying to do perfect on all the bosses, it does not matter. I don't think you get an item for perfecting the final boss, so we'll see how that goes. What items do I have equipped again? I have Bellflower and Crystal Seed. The Crystal Seed will be useful though. Ooh. Oh, that just happened. Yeah. Calling this the warm-up run. Poison gotcha. The only downside to trying to get all of the boss items will be that we won't be able to equip them all at once. We found that vitality fragment. Won't make that big a difference. Like I said, first place, it doesn't really get you an extra hit per se, as much as it gets you part of a hit. So you have to get a few of them to really make a big difference. I don't think we can make that jump at the moment. Oh, that's the button for the map, right? Let's go right. At the moment, the bow should be slightly stronger than the sword, well, the leaf, because we got the poison on it. Make this stop. I think I'm forgetting something. Oh well, I'll remember it or I won't. Like I said, I haven't played this game in years. Got a bellflower, which increases the when you find that, it increases the maximum amount. Like now we'll have 4 of these when we refill it versus the 3 before, or is it 5? I forget. We'll see when we actually refill it. I believe we got a boss here. Huh? Looks like some outsider missionary. Your rotten corpse will serve my mistress well. I believe I just took a hit. I forget if I did or did not. Oh, that's a hit. Let's try to get the second phase so I can remember what that is before worrying about having to redo it. I should have gone back and saved after going around. Well, that's annoying. Because I did not do that, we'll have to go completely back in the loop again. And there we go, that's phase 2. You don't actually have to beat him. Yes, this is the next boss. Come on, eliminate me, because I forgot to save, and also I'm trying to perfect every boss. And that is my bad. I should have saved when I got around, so I have to redo that. Regather the items and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to blame but myself for forgetting to do that. I won't forget this time. Yeah, we can't do anything about you, so I'm gonna move on. Come on, spawn. I forgot to grab those. Those guys dropped quite a bit. don't think there's a problem with not talking to them. You have to come from the other end. Come on, spawn. Go back and heal this time and save. Progress saved. And as you can see, we have 5 now. We'll need this. Oh, well. That didn't work out too well. Might be faster to turn the title screen. Let's see if this is faster than just waiting for death. It is! Getting really close to beating them. I mean, in this case, I could have definitely beaten the boss multiple times over. But that wouldn't be I wouldn't get the item. So many things I'm gonna be saying are just never gonna be heard on YouTube. This is I'm gonna cut out so much from each of the streams. Come on. Here it is. Got her! You little pest. I can't waste any more time with you. Got Backman Patch. This is a good item. Remember quickly what this is. I forgot about summoning the fairy. Well, you don't remember the command up, up, down, down, left, right. Anyways, this is that. It summons basically a meteor shower. It's quite powerful. Should we left first, I guess? Dead end here. Do not jump in the water. Anyways, since we're gonna have the ability to refill anyways, let's show this off. That's what that does. But we can just hit this to save. We don't have the ability to warp yet, but we'll have that later, and then we'll be able to backtrack. That's not really a spoiler, since you can see that that exists. Right there. What are you looking at? I'm human, like you. You don't seem very capable of protecting yourself. Take my word and look for shelter. My name is Kath. I'm a knightess in the service of the kingdom. So you are a priestess from Loon. You're seeking the Queen's aid? Ha ha ha. You think she has any interest in your little village? Well, here's some bad news. I've heard rumors of an undead witch lurking around. That might be the one we just attacked. Progressing deep into the city is very risky. We're adamant about meeting with the Queen. My advice only goes so far. Let's see. Which way should we go? You can go any of the ways. Step down, please. Well, water. Right, so I believe a dead end as well. Magnet stone. Let's see, appear on Great Adventures attracts money. It's like, yeah, money. Is it? Yep, don't do that. Oh, okay, oh good. I forgot I'd saved that for a moment. I was really worried. Yeah, like I said, don't jump in the water. We already spoke to, although technically we didn't. Yep, that is what happens. I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna go get back the magnet before I move on. Although if I die in the next area, that's gonna be annoying. Not like I really intend to use the money magnet, but still. I don't expect us to stop using the pearl for long. I'm gonna go saved to be cautious, because I forget if it's the next room or room after, but we've got another boss pretty quickly. And well, it would be annoying to have to re-get the item yet again. Oh, further ahead than I thought. That was the next room. Yeah, it's this room. Nope. There's another boss. I forget if he gives an item. Doesn't matter. But that's why I was trying to avoid losing, having to redo stuff. And he doesn't have a health bar, so it's much easier to, if you're practicing, to screw up. Seriously? That's right, I couldn't get the ferry to work. Maybe I'll start with the ferry next time. If we use the ferry and those two patches, he should be pretty much eliminated. Seriously? And it does... I have no idea how to tell how much damage that did. He's kind of more of a mini-boss, so I don't know if I have to be doing this for his run. I could look that up. At this point, if I'm calling it an all-bosses rush, then I should... Even if I'm not getting a reward for it, I should still do it for the sake of showing it off. Oh, I forgot to do something. Oh, well, I'll have to do it later now. I was going to pause and unpause the recording for the sake of just making editing easier later, but no. Can't do that. Oh, well, that time he got the full brunt. As you can see, not really a boss. But anyways, for a second, I'm going to do that editing, just for the sake of editing. It won't look any different by the end point on stream or YouTube. Just stop and restart recording for editing for myself. Let me just make sure one thing real quick to make sure it worked. It did. By the way, what he gets for you is just his path. That's it. And there's an item up there, which I can't reach at the moment. Let's see, let's go, I guess, left first. Because he links us to this room. I'm not scared. Good for you. And that person's missing with a pool of blood. Very concerning. Let's, just for the sake of caution, let's go save. Yeah, that goes to show what this patch can do. I don't know if there's an important point to re-talking to her and making sure you've spoken to her, but I don't think that'll have any effect on seeing her again. If you can't tell by the fact that this character has, you know, a unique appearance and a name, we'll see them again. Nope. This is going to be something interesting later. We'd require something to access it, and it's going to be a number of backtrackable areas that it'll lead to. Once we get the said ability to access it. Another locked door. Hello? The royal court has been ignoring us citizens ever since this kingdom fell to a curse. If you want to stay safe, don't leave outside. Don't come any closer. Oh well, you seem sane enough. Rude. You are a priestess seeking audience with the royal court? At present state, reaching the castle is highly difficult. You won't find help easily in the city, but a messenger might be able to guide you. She lives inside the city's monastery, surrounded by cats. What? Neophyte? You seek salvation. Why is it you can achieve salvation from eternal damnation by donating to Saint Asylum? Why are we jumping in front of them to block them? A recommendation of at least 15 monies is needed for that. Fine. You're thankful, may you find peace. There's some minority now that Her Highness propagated her destruction. Most of the population has lost faith in the gods. She's to blame for all that is wrong right now. Saint Edison is absolute. His wish reigns supreme. You are safe here with us. Personnel only. Safe here with the skull floating around that explodes. Good maybe functioning elevator at least. Let's go right first. Oh, this is a dead end. No, good thing I just saved. Let's go down first this time. Dead end. Well, locked door. Money! Could have sworn there would be a breakable door there, or breakable wall. Cinder Chambers, not the area I want to be at the moment. I want to explore the rest of this area first. The Forlorn Monastery. Well, I do believe Cinder Chambers is where we're going next. Why would you build such a tall ladder when you have clearly the ability to make elevators? I'm regretting going down first. Let's go right this time. Can't do anything here. Oh. Do not destroy those barrels. Good to know. Hello there. How can I help you? Fairy tier. Oh, I already own. Right, she's only selling the item we already own, so. Let's go. Should be a dead end. There's a locked door. Money. Ooh. Oh, we can't go that way. And let's try not to die while... working our way back to return, save, and with all this money, yeah, no. Let's make sure we keep alive. Especially since we get to refresh our items every time we go to the bell. I don't know why I'm eliminating all the enemies. Hello there! It is an unfitting face to this monastery. Devout from Loon, I see. You can call me Kodolor. Oh, you have met with Paramount? Such innocence. So, you are concerned about your homeland. Indeed, the darkness assaulting your people hairs from here. Our queen has become possessed by malevolent greed. She's the one responsible for many casualties, not only here, but in other lands too. Perhaps you should head to the castle. Just don't expect kindness from those who live there. You'll have to find the way on your own. Here, this should help you a bit. Got the monastery key. Be careful. Been only a year since all this started, and most of our population is completely degenerated. Yeah, dead end. Okay, she's who we had to talk to get that key. Forget if it... Yeah, to the upper floor of the Esslin convent, so yeah, we have to go back there. Going back to that location. I almost hit them again. Oh, cursed. Got hit by the smoke. I don't think there's anything hidden here, but it looks like the area that you'd have something hidden. Leave the... Yep, this is the... where that... Oh! Good thing I saved. A lot. This isn't a particularly old game, it's 2016, but still, in comparison to a lot of... And let's not use monastery key. Oh, there we go. Ivory bug, number 3. We don't quite have the ability to crawl yet. So, you know, this is more of a dead end at this point. The Queen destroyed this kingdom's faith. This convent, our abode, is all that's left for those who pray. Maiden in white, you are not one of us. Perhaps you are siding with the Queen? Look at what she's done to this kingdom. It is my duty to expurge that evil. Oh. Immediately took damage. Yes, that's the next boss. This is going to be one of the toughest ones to perfect, but with the speedy moves and slashes. Seriously? Right, she's got a longer range than I thought. Or than I remembered, not thought. Remember, I gotta remember not to try to keep my distance, but to jump over that. I'm glad I figured out that reloading is faster. I thought I jumped over that in time. I did not get the time right for the... Like, I'm still tempted to go back to that. There. It is there. Go down there or up there and explore a bit more and then come back here to fight. I'll do that, why not? So I can actually show something off tonight. You're not really going to get strong enough or of a difference to make this fight that much easier. But I'm definitely... That was my fault. I'm definitely not going to make it far enough to, you know... make a difference, or to, you know, beat the fight tonight. What the hell? It's instant death? That's stupid. Okay, that one, I don't know why I did that one. Let me just check something real quick. And then I'll just try the fight a few more times, I guess. I do believe I'm doing this out of order. I'm actually supposed to come here later. Okay, why did I do that? If you look at a boss guide, there's like 3 more bosses in between this one. But I get cursed. Let's make it so we don't have to redo that. Yeah, no, I basically just wasted a bunch of time fighting a boss early, I guess. If I'd done it, this would have not been much time, but I'll return to that boss in the future. I'll have to. I'm gonna go left first before I go down. Spent close to an hour on that. That took a lot of damage to do. What are you? Got tainted missive. Active effect. Temporarily increase attack by 100% at the cost of HP. I don't know if that'll do what that'll do to the you know, well, you've gotta take no damage to perfect a boss thing. I'll look into that. Oh, there's nothing to do with that. I streamed a little bit longer than usual because I screwed around with that boss for longer and didn't actually make any progress. I gotta remember that's a pathway I can take. The most part other than heading, because this is the area where I think we're supposed to go to next. If we go down, that's dead end because we cannot get back up. What here? Oh, we can get back up from there, but still. Actually, I don't think I can jump that. Oh, that's a dead end. A lot of damage it does. And that's a dead end. Oh. Hello there. How can I help you? Red ring for 500 and ring of candor for 350. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pass effect. Short amount of HP per kill, but enemies won't drop money. Ooh. Pass effect. Makes a sound when near secrecy. I'll buy you first. I need money, so I'm not going to equip it, but I will equip it eventually. Oh, you wanna buy? Drilling arrows. Ooh, that would have been... arrows pierce through enemies. A good one. Ring of Candor again for 200. And then Impurity Flask. Your user's poisoned. Always good, but I want the drilling arrows. I shouldn't have bought the other thing. We got a save point. This screams boss fight. I've been a bit overkill there, but you know. Oh, that's a boss. Hello again. Almost there, so yeah, that's be cheap like that. So I should have used my damage boost. Why didn't I? I'm an idiot. Okay. Gotcha! And that was a perfect, so, you know. Wish the other fight could have gone, other boss could have gone that well. Thank you for your assistance. Are you hurt? No, I'm good. I had no damage at all. First time seeing a sacred leaf in action. I didn't use it in the slightest. I used the bow the entire time. Certainly an interesting way of fending off enemies. Since you're still around, perhaps you'll hear me out. Yeah, sure, why not? Good. Suspected something was amiss up there at the castle. The queen I once served was noble and caring, but now she's turned into a morbid figure. Anything under her direct control is lost, so I've deserted her order of knights. Here's my proposal. Taking down the queen. You mentioned her curse has reached your homeland. Should you choose to side with me, you're going to need a special crest. It was split into 4 pieces. One of its fragments should be around here. Once you have the 4 parts, head to the locked door at the entrance of the city. Alright. Got pocket and sensory. Let's see. Adds flame damage to your attacks versus the, you know... Yes, please. So just combine the 2. As mentioned, there's an item there. You found a crest fragment. Its essence grants you the ability to dodge midair. Yeah, that is what I needed to. That's why I needed to wait until I fought a different boss to go and check that one I failed against many times. Yeah, I'll play a little bit longer. Anything else to say? Seems there are many alternatives. We have to behead the lovely queen. Should you choose side me? Yes, yes. Yep, it combines the poison and the fire, which makes the bow with that combination even better. Now we'll come back to the stuff that the spider's selling in the future, I suppose. Got Cinder Key. I failed that jump. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. I'm glad I saved. I have no reason not to go with that key before I call it a night. It's right here. Oh, every bug. Wait, it says there's something to the right down there, still further. But I didn't see... Oh, it's probably beyond the bell. Whatever. I'll check that out later and get the ability to warp. Still need a ton for that, but still, might as well. Let's go left. Right, that's locked. Wait, can we go this way with the key? That's a yes. Oh, those are enemies. Vitality fragment. I have no idea what I just did. You know, I just did something. Let's go save. Or not, because this looks like... I don't want to go all the way down. What does that do to me? Guess I will go and save just for the sake of making sure we're good. Oop. And then I'll explore just a little bit more, like I said, before going in there. Oh, I think I turned those off. White Lake Memorial Park. That requires me to move it somehow. Seriously? Oh, this is going poorly. There was a pathway up to the right up there, wasn't there? Weird. Well, thank the heavens I found a pathway to heal. I was gonna have to redo all that otherwise. This does not look familiar. Well, that does, but I'm not gonna go that way because that's... Where I am is there's nothing to do here. I've trapped myself. Well, there's something to do here, but I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna turn to that save point, then I'm gonna call it a night there, I guess. I may have wasted a bunch of time on that one boss that I now have to still go back and fight, but it'll be easier with an air dash. Why can't, like, what is this? Oop. It looks like there should be another pathway. Yeah, we can just return to that piece. We'll be back at the save point. See? Anyways, with that, yeah, I'm going to call it here tonight on Momodora and wrap up. So anyways, thanks for tuning in to the chaos and the many, many failed attempts at one boss that we'll still return to, but the success at 2.5 others. Technically 3, but the Knight's not really a full boss, so we didn't get the perfect clear reward, even though we perfect cleared it. We got some good abilities and stuff. And we got to explore some more of the map. So, you know, tune in next Monday for the continuation of this Momodora, not Momodoria, Moonlight, Reverie of the Moonlight, perfect boss run, but you know, it's not a speed run, so I can take as many attempts as I need to, as long as I get them all perfect, get the perfect items is the clear requirement. It's a challenge run, not a speed run. Tune in tomorrow night, Tuesday at 8 o'clock, no, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, Monday is 8, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time for Artstream and Celeste. Tune in Wednesday at 8 Pacific Standard Time for the continuation of Wavetail. And then tune in next Monday at 8 Standard Time for the continuation of this run. I've been Lord Jabu, thank you for tuning in and watching me suffer tonight. Happy to see you all again. So with that, I'll be calling it here, and I will see you all later. Have a good morning, evening, or night. Goodbye.